YouTube, hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Going to be going over the battle ranking today, and much like my other videos, I'm going to give the entire stream process where I live stream this over on my Twitch channel, and I go through the entire thought process of like what my goals are, what my accomplishments are, you know, kind of what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to build, and then showing you the team comp around that versus just talking about the results, because I think that that's more beneficial overall. But I did want to talk briefly about both of the battle effects for these fights, because these fights are a little bit different than the ones that you may have seen before with Ramuh and the Gallonbaloir, I think it's called. But for Ramuh specifically, this one's pretty straightforward compared to the Gallonbaloir. This is like looking for physical attack, which makes sense with the Water Tifa banner out right now, but it's looking for physical water damage versus magic water damage. And it's pretty simple. You just debuff Ramuh, attack Ramuh, pretty easy fight, right? What isn't easy is the Gallonbaloir, because the Gallonbaloir is specifically much more annoying in this one than he is in the other. We were trying to clear with a stage 210 just to get the stage level rewards, because for folks who don't know, if you go through the stage levels at 180, you get all of the crystals that you're supposed to get. So try to finish at least up to 180, whichever one you're better at, whether it's fire or water. Make sure you try to go to that 180 mark just to get the most crystals. But we were trying to do it with just the maximum HP with no attack, because it doesn't do a ton of damage. What I didn't realize, and why I wanted to make this little intro to the video, is this duration of ailments to others. This is super annoying. So in this fight, Gallonbaloir stuns your entire party after a certain level or a certain number of attacks. I think after it mends, it does the mend effect. It stuns your entire party, and this 300% effect duration increases that stun by 300%, which sucks. So if you're doing this, don't be me. Don't leave this 300% on, because it makes it last way too long. Just take this off. You don't need it. You're still over 200 points for the stage level. You don't need it. It makes it a lot less annoying. You'll be able to get through it faster. And I didn't realize that last night when I was streaming this, because it was almost midnight when we were going through it. So yeah, don't be me. Make sure you turn that off. It's not worth it. You know, you're still going to clear the stage 200 fight. Not going to be that difficult as a response. And I go over all the effects and stuff in the video with the chapters below and such. So if you want to just skip to the part that makes sense for you, or that you're looking to get more help on, just make sure you go to that chapter. But I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you're enjoying the Ever Crisis content. For folks that have been waiting on the materia video, I do have it edited. Just need to get a thumbnail on it. Should be released sometime in the next 24 hours. So hope folks that have been looking forward to that will find some use to it. I know there are materia videos out there, obviously, and there's a lot of great creators that have already done really good comprehensive guides on materia, but just wanted to give my basic bare bones kind of, you know, beginner's guide, kind of the other beginner's guides that we've been doing, like with brands and the just general guide. Wanted to make sure we get that out as well. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of Ever Crisis content here, minimally once a week, with the update nights on Wednesday nights. And yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you're enjoying the content, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, so let's check out Ramuh first. All right, so we've got boss HP and enemy HP. Enemy HP will increase the HP of the sparks, so to make the sparks a little bit harder to kill. Physical attack and magic attack buffs for the enemy. Uh-oh. It is a magic defense. It's gonna want us to go in with physical attack. That's not a bad thing. There's a lot more, well, not a lot more physical options, but there are quite a few physical options. But the problem is that Glenn and Yuffie are both limited, and those are the other two physical options that aren't Sephiroth and Cloud. So that way those two can go or pop off. Oh wait, no, Sephiroth's thing is water resist debuff. I'm stupid. His water weapon is a debuff. I completely forgot. So no, we're good then, right? She just needs Kimura Wand for a physical attack and magic defense, then that water staff to increase their water damage. Yeah, that should work fine. Let's just keep that at 0 for now. We can max this out, it doesn't matter, because we're just gonna kill Ramuh. Enemy magic defense to resistance is fine. Magic attack buff is fine. Force rain gauge is fine. Summon ability potency can be nothing, that's fine. Everything else is maxed out. So this is the kind of stuff that I do to try to get the best return on investment for my points. So what I'll do is I'll go into this team. Let's just delete this outright. And so now my only goal here is to kill the boss in the middle with the strongest possible attack I can. And that's the goal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give, we kind of want the ATB boost, right? So that she can get some cast off quickly. So let's do the Songstress outfit. We're going to do Kimura 1 in the main hand for buff debuff extension. Right? Then Bamboo Leader Sword in the offhand. So the one issue that I'm gonna run into, I can tell you right now, and I'm probably gonna, it's not gonna change until I get Tifa's outfit, is I don't have a Water Arcanum for either of these two. So I'm stuck using the Bahamut Garb, I guess. I guess if I did that, I wouldn't have a physical defense debuff, right? Is it gonna matter? I guess if I'm trying to maximize my damage, I probably want to have a physical defense buff instead of just straight DPS. Or a physical defense debuff, rather. So maybe we do that. This doesn't matter. Give him physical attack. We're just going to give him all of it. Because Cloud's going to do more damage than... Well, is he, though? Because Sephiroth has the Omni Arcanum. I guess, is Tempest at OB10? No. Okay, that changes things. Because this is only 630. 30% of 630 is 189, right? No, that is stronger then. That is stronger then. Okay, so it's gonna be Sephi then. That's fine. That's fine. That actually works out because he's got exploit weakness anyways. So that works for me. Again, the summon doesn't really matter right now. We're just going in with all DPS. Let's just give him all of the physical attack materials. And then Cloud's just gonna be a support then. I'm not even gonna think about it. We'll actually take off his water weapon completely. I'm gonna move this physical attack all allies weapon to his main hand. And then we're just gonna give him supportive effects to help increase Sephiroth's damage. Okay. So let's do this the right way then. Water potency. We want guide gloves. All right, so that, oh, that's right. It doesn't matter with Sephiroth because his weapon's not OB10. Okay, well, that changes things. I did all that for nothing. I don't know for nothing. That doesn't matter. All right, physical attack is maxed out now, right? Yep. So we need one more water potency weapon. I'm gonna do a boost attack weapon, which is just gonna be feathered gloves. And then enemy launcher, right? And then for Aerith, we want physical attack all allies. I think we do these two, and then do is this buff debuff extend? It is. It doesn't matter for this, what I'm trying to do here. Gets him up to 13,000, and then Cloud, just whatever. Because all he's doing is lowering physical defense. That's his only goal here. Oh, that's overkill. I'd be this. I don't really see a need for that. Wasting Angeal weapon parts, right? I'm never gonna use this. Okay, let's give this a shot. All right, so again, Aerith's secondary effect doesn't really matter here. Or her materials don't really matter here. We're going in to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to smack it really hard with Sephiroth. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. So Ramuh in this should be very, very weak. He doesn't have a lot of HP, so you really just have to like hit him twice, basically. So we're gonna armor break. Get exploit weakness on. We got armor break again here. We gotta do this twice with Cloud. I don't think it's gonna make it though. Yeah, it's not gonna make it. Oh, we could have flashed a steal there. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I wonder. Well, we flash a steal on the spark, right? To increase his attack. We can do better than that. 885. Yeah, we can do better than that. That was a little better. I didn't have the water potency up. So I didn't switch back to Aerith. Getting better though. Yeah, how low that is. If you have the Tifa banner or the Tifa weapon, it's going to make that a lot easier. And maybe with the magic defense debuff resistance, maybe if you just like remove this and did the 1500 HP, maybe that makes a diff. Honestly, you might be able to just do this outright, because that means you can set up properly without having to switch back to the spark. Don't need to use the physical attack here, right? We can just go to straight to the buff. No, not enough. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be too little. I think, again, if I had the Tifa banner outfit here, I think this would be fine. But can't take this much damage and actually, like, get a high score, unfortunately. Like, it still kills it, and our max damage was higher, but, like, just took way too much damage. That's going to be somewhere around, like, 840, I think. 914, never mind. That 10% mattered a lot. Okay. But that's the concept, right? Like, you go in with the HP lower, right? Raising the Spark's HP doesn't matter as long as Ramuh dies. As long as if Ramuh dies, it's irrelevant, right? If you don't have good physical damage weapons, like I don't really have good physical damage water weapons, you might want to take this debuff off and maybe maybe you inch the HP up a little bit higher, right? And you just take the Judgment Bolt and do as much magic damage as you can. That's an option, because Kate's a really good support in this fight. Like a really good support in this fight, and also does magic water damage, so you might be able to DPS it down fast enough. And obviously Aerith also does magic water damage, so you could go in with the magic water damage team and just ignore the fact that they don't want you to. Just ignore it. But that's certainly an option. All right, for battle effects, we've got HP, physical attack and magic attack, physical attack debuff resistance, duration of ailments to others. So this is like a physical defense debuff. Magic ability cost +2. Yeah, so this is going to make that pretty tough, right? That's going to make it pretty tough. Physical defense buff when the battle begins. Magic defense buff, debuff when the battle begins. So you just want to make sure you've got your buffs, and your buffs are both physical defense and magic defense. Kind of leans into Aerith again, right? Because Aerith has access to do both, but Matt does too. Well, yeah, Matt does too. So, a couple options there. Sigil is destroyed with C abilities. Oh wow, this is basically you don't get to break the sigil, which is pretty fine. Command gauge fill rates. This is going to make it really slow for the command gauge to actually fill up. Drain rates super fast. Magic defense buff. Magic ability cost. That's the thing, right? Like, once again, you can just max all this out, because if you're going to knock it out in one hit, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, you can increase its attack all it wants to, but I think it's going to end up being fine. So let's go back to the stage 1. I'm not going to delete this team again. Let's yeah, let's knock this team out. Okay, so we're looking for obviously we're looking for physical fire here, so we're going to be looking for specifically what do we want? There's only one. Cloud's for sure, right? Like, Cloud's the only, like, I'm confident he's coming. We're gonna give him his fire damage weapon. We're gonna give him the lock sword for fire damage up. The base ultimate weapon. Again, this doesn't matter for the sake of this fight, but we're gonna give that anyways. Fire potency. I'm not sure if I've got good fire potency or not. 7%, 9%. No, we're just gonna go back to physical attack. All right, fire potency. For physical, I haven't had to build for physical fire potency in a long time. This is obviously really good. He doesn't need physical attack because his outfit and his weapon get him there. So getting a physical ability potency, fire potency weapon is good. Double check and see what else we've got access to here. Attack physical or fire potency is good. This one's 52 fire potency and boost attack. That's probably the answer, right? Maybe even over this. I guess you're not missing out on anything with this physical ability potency though, right? Maybe you just take both. And then you just do enemy launcher for the rest of the physical ability potency that you want. Gets attack to 6, gets physical ability potency to 6. That's solid. That's solid. It's not great, but it's all right, right? Gets the job done. Physical attack buff and fire damage down, or fire defense down, and physical defense down. What do we want to do for either of those? And Geo actually makes sense here if you have access to Volcanic Heat, but that might be too much damage. Yuffie can do fire resist down, but not physical defense down, so that's not as useful. Aerith can do fire resist down, but not physical defense down. Red 13 can do fire resist down, but not physical defense down as well. Looks like it's just Barret, because he does both, right? So it would be Shark Slayer and W Machine Gun, and then just supportive weapons for Cloud. So boop, boop, boop. Okay, and then the last slot, we've got physical defense down, we've got fire resist down, we need physical attack up, which is just Aerith. Could be Angeal here, could be Matt here. Both are decent options, right? Doesn't really matter. Whatever you've got. This is just the fastest way to get the thing off, because Aerith gets this outfit that gives ATB boost at the beginning. Could bring in Riot Blade here. This actually makes sense, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open with Barret's fire resist down, and then hit the fire resist down on Terra Rod, which is gonna get it to high. And then all Barret needs to do at that point is use W Machine Gun for the physical defense down. And then same deal here, right? Just all supportive stuff. All right, let's take a look. So same concept here, right? We're gonna increase Cloud's fire damage. We're not gonna get to the max. Oh, you know what? I didn't consider. That's gonna kill it. This thing's HP pool is way lower. Good lord. Ramuh's HP, base HP was way higher than that thing's. Okay, we're absolutely gonna have to increase HP here. This is actually a necessity. That died way too fast. Yeah, that died way too fast. We can max out everything else, but that was way too quick. Okay. That might be good enough. Almost 500,000. Really low on the one hit damage. That's a C? It's 500,000. That's kind of crazy. One thing that I didn't do well with the build, and that I'll make note to right now, I put a whole bunch of physical ability potency on this. With your command, I'm in first. Can I screenshot this? I've never seen that happen before. I know that there's no shot in hell I'm finishing first. I'll tell you right now. But I've never seen me in first ever in my life. That's crazy. Anyway, so just again, for the folks that are watching and the folks who are watching on YouTube, keep in mind that the big rewards here for the total point rewards, so make sure that you're clearing the total points rewards. You get these just from clearing the daily every day. You get 1,000,000 points just for hitting it. So, right, that'll be the title. You can also get extra rewards for clearing the higher stage levels as well, but I think even this caps out in the crystals, right? So yeah, they only expect you to get to 180. And honestly, 180 on the Fire Week stage is probably attainable. You just have to increase the HP by a whole bunch. That's usually what I do. If you're trying to if you're trying to max out the points specifically to get to the stage level rather, you just go to the free challenge. You go to the free challenge. Not that one. Sorry. Go to Gallonbaloir. Yep. Jack this up as high as it goes, and then you just get rid of its attack. Usually what I do is I'll do this. It'll give it 40,000 HP. I'll put it on auto battle and just walk away. But like, here, we'll just do it. It'll be fun. I'll just put it on auto battle. We'll just sit here. Because it can't really hurt you, right? The only thing I would change is I would give Aerith's Floral Wand to Bahamut Rod so they'd have some physical defense buffs here. But just turn it on auto battle and watch them work. Let's see how much this does with no buffs. 754. Yeah, pretty easy, right? And remember, you've got the -3 to what's it called? The command or the sigil break phase stuff. So don't worry about bringing in the sigils in this fight. It's not that big of a deal. Ow. Keep up on me. Damn, how long does that stun last? That was a long time. Heals all the way back up. This is just annoying. Wish the speed up thing worked in this fight. There's the rush. So the rush comes after the mend. So after it heals itself, you want to make sure you switch to defense mode. Can't break this either. And we're all stunned anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. This is rude. There's nothing you can do to stop stun, by the way. You just get stunned. That's annoying. Good lord. This is an annoying fight. I think what I've learned from this is I would do this on Ramuh. This is significantly more annoying than the one that we fought before in the solo battles, right? For materials or whatever. Or I'm sorry, for premium quest. Yeah, this is a very annoying fight. That did a lot of damage. It normally bashes. It doesn't in this one though, but it's kind of irrelevant in this one, to be honest. Like, it just keeps stunning you. Yeah, this is super annoying. Oh, hold on a second. You know, we haven't had to do that in a while. Do I even have that team built still? Probably not. It's not immune to bio, so you can poison it. So poison's very good for a lot of reasons, but in this fight in particular, since it's not immune to poison, you can go in with full defensive buffs. So you can go in with physical defense up, magic defense up, you know, and debuff the opponent. You can take away its debuff for resistance, right? Lose this 10 points and just debuff it. And this fight should not be a problem at all. 70% chance to poison, gets on immediately. Let's go. You can see the poison's ticking down pretty fast already, right? It's doing 324,000. That's almost as much as Cloud's doing.
A few moments later.
All right, poison. Take me home. Imagine it mends there. Oh, he can't die to poison, huh? We need to actually hit it. Oh, you Yuffie. Get him. Good lord. What a nightmare. Don't do that on that fight. Just don't do it on that fight. That's just, it's not hard. Like, it's fine. That was fine. And that gets you the total point rewards that you're looking for. But holy Hera, that is not worth the time. That is not worth the time. I would definitely walk away from that fight. Like, just move on. Just don't even look at it. Close your eyes and pretend that you're not even playing Ever Crisis. That's the easiest way to handle it.